Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and call the meeting to order, please, at this time. All cell phones or electronic devices to off or vibrate, please. Ms. Darlene, since you're not doing any tune, would you please lead us in our prayer and not vote? Me neither, huh?
Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you, Lord, for this day. We thank you, Lord, for the rain that you have sent us, and we know, Lord, that you will bless us with some more. We ask, Lord, that you will watch over our troops, watch over our firefighters and all our police officers, Lord, that you will bless them and keep them safe. We ask, Lord, that you will guide and direct us as we take care of this meeting. In your blessed name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Raina. All right, consider approval of the minutes of October 17, 2016 meeting.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes
Do what?
And 21st.
And 21st. Sorry.
for the October 17th and October the 21st with some corrections.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, visitors are not on the regular agenda. We'll be given the opportunity to address the council on any subject at this time. Is anyone present that's not on the agenda? Everybody's there and accounted for? Good. Right, we're gonna table number 5 back.
Number 5?
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. All right, discuss and take action to approve the resolution for the purchase of fleet vehicles through the government capital program. You should have the information in your packet concerning what we are presenting as far as replacing some of the vehicles that are becoming more challenging to keep operating on the road. And I shouldn't say challenging, but costly, how's that?
We are looking at replacing anywhere from 7 to 9 or maybe more vehicles. Just on a number of the trouble vehicles that we have, which as you can see is only 5 of them, we're looking at spending roughly $15,000, and that number has gone up since we have another unit, the transmission went out on it. And so we're at the point now where we're looking at rebuilding engines, replacing transmissions. These vehicles have, on average, 130 to 150,000 miles on them. They are about 10 or more years old. Some of them are 20 years old. And so our fleet of public works vehicles, water department, street department, is getting to a point to where it's just simply going to be too costly to keep putting good money after that. We have a resolution for your consideration for government capital. They can get us an interest rate as low as 3%. They can go anywhere from 7 to 10 years on vehicles. The vehicles that you have are quotes from Tolliver Brothers. They all have about I think it's a 7-year powertrain warranty on them. And so the staff, the guys at the yard like the GMC products, plus we have a local dealership here, and so that will help out just everything in general. This is one of those things where the optics are not going to look good with us driving around so many new vehicles, but the money is, the financial argument is sound, because we can go spend $20,000 and fix 5 vehicles and who knows how many else on the others, or we can spend roughly $30,000 and get 8 or more vehicles. Clearly, the more vehicles we buy from Tolliver, the greater the discount goes. And so as we started putting these numbers together, and I started communicating with government capital, one of the things they told us was, after the election tomorrow, every market, their interest rates are going to go up significantly, maybe as much as half to 3/4 of a point. So we can get in on 3, maybe 3.1 interest rate versus 3 3/4 or 4. And so one of the things I would like for us to do is to pass this resolution, and just know that the debt service will be roughly 30,000 plus or minus, but that's the rough budget number we have. We're going to take a lot of that out of what's called fuel and repair, a repair budget for the vehicles. We'll take a significant portion out of that line item and move to capital improvements. But I think this is a sound decision that we need to do. Otherwise, we're going to be having vehicles on racks for a while.
So all of these trade-in vehicles, these are ones that we don't use,
We use all these vehicles.
all of those.
Yes. But
But
that's,
we're trading all of those in for cheap?
no.
Okay.
We've got 6 on here,
Uh-huh.
we're going to get 6 back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And but what we're going to do is, first of all, they wanted one product. They want a whole GMC. As you can see, we got some Fords, we got a Dodge, there's another Chevy that we're looking at trading in. The one thing we can do, if it's all uniform, the parts are going to be easier to obtain and easier to get.
Okay.
Secondly, Tolliver's here, they can take care of most of the one. In fact, they'll take care of on it as well. The reason why you have different vehicles in there, some of them are going to want 4-wheel drive. The water department's probably going to need some 4-wheel drive vehicles. The street department's going to need a 1-ton to haul around heavy equipment, material, so on and so forth. And so it's not just going to be 6 versions of the same truck or 6 different, whatever. There's different needs, and so there's some different price breakdowns.
Oh, okay.
But the trucks on average are going to be, without any sort of trade, looking at about 30,000 less trade. And so we finance that over 7 to 10 years, and we'll be in pretty good shape. Any questions?
Nothing? Positive, negative? Nothing? All right. Motion to approve the resolution for purchase of fleet vehicles through the government capital program.
Make that motion.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, discuss and take action to renew the rural fire protection contract with Runnels County. You should also have that in your package.
This is the exact same contract, just got a different year on it. Starts on January 1, 2017, automatically renews. The county will provide $10,500 for the Ballinger Fire Department for services outside of the city. Speaking with the fire department, talked with Clyde, and I talked with Brent this morning. We're running about 50-50, maybe 60-40 calls outside of the county versus inside town. And so still a majority of our calls are outside of the county. But that number has come down significantly compared to where it was years ago, where it was 90-10, 90% of our calls are out. So I would recommend passage on this agenda.
Make that motion, we renew the rural fire protection contract with Runnels County.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. All right, discuss and take action to renew the dispatching contract with Runnels County. It should follow in your packet as well.
So again, same contract as last year. I believe it's for the same amount. Yeah, no, it's a little bit higher, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the price. It's $45,000 annually. The alternative is that we do our own dispatching. Y'all want to weigh in on us doing our own dispatching?
That would cost quite a bit. You'd have to hire 4 or 5 dispatchers, buy all the equipment, send it all to school.
We could get them to volunteer their time.
No. Unless you're my first volunteer.
Sure. I could do that for about 5 minutes. No, I think it's a good value the county provides the city. And obviously Ms. McNulty can probably comment on the chores of that job.
I can tell you, whenever dispatch was with the city, Paul couldn't wait to get rid of it, to get it over to the county.
I think I would agree wholeheartedly with that. It's not the easiest job in the world, it's pretty much a thankless job too. And we would have a high turnover rate. So my recommendation would be passage of the dispatch contract with Runnels County.
Motion to accept and renew the dispatching contract with Runnels County, please.
I'll make that motion.
Sorry, sir. All in favor, say, ooh. Aye. I'm taking on you, sorry. All right, here are the police activity monthly report from Chief Mark McNulty, please.
Afternoon.
No, you, sir.
It was a pretty slow month, only 6 arrests, 23 incident report, that's quite low. I don't know what's in there. It's already started picking up here in November. Had a few things happen in November already that I can think of. Fines were down, citations are a little down. Yeah, everything was just slower in October. I can't think of anything really stands out that you want to know about. We didn't have any big stuff, did we? Nothing significant that happened last month.
Nothing out of the norm.
Just your usual crimes. Nothing right now.
Just a misdemeanor crime.
Garden variety crime.
Well, it's all on here. We had a couple burglaries, a couple assaults.
Yeah.
The assaults were kind of high, actually. Any questions for me?
I like Samantha is a go-getter though, I like her.
Samantha does do a lot of citations.
I like that.
She's on the night shift and she gets after it.
She sits and hides.
She's been doing a real good job. I'd like to take this moment to say, since this is the end for me, that it's been a pleasure doing this, and also that I had some very good officers that helped me look good when I did look good. So I don't want to leave them behind. They did a good job. Anything else for me?
Not until the next agenda. You have anything you want to say, Chief? Other than?
Did you want to add anything else?
No, that's all.
Well, I'm moving on to the next agenda item, and this is about hearing a merit presentation for Chief Mark McNulty for a dedicated service to the Ballinger Police Department. So, do you have anything else to say in regards to that, sir?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, get about behind you. He's gonna be quiet now, he ain't saying that. Myself and the city council are awarding you with the Distinguished Service Award for Ballinger Police Department, but you've served here, I believe, 19 years, is that correct? Okay, we're in a bad spot here for whatever. There we go. But you've actually served 25 years overall, correct? In law enforcement and military.
Military was totally different. That was 25 years as well. That's not mine.
Awesome. Well, myself and council are awarding you with this for your dedicated service. We appreciate you. We thank you for all you've done, and we hope you a joyful new season and get well. I know you're battling some stuff. Thanks, Chief. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it. It's been an honor. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you. And just as an aside, we will be having a formal reception for Mark on Wednesday from 4 to 6 at the community center. It'll be a come and go. We hope Mark will stay. But we got a little reception together. Melissa's got some food going, and so did you get your order in for your dessert? I suggest you
You don't know?
walk down the hall and put your order in.
You gotta do that, especially.
So
If they ask you, yeah.
I just want to say I've had the pleasure of working with a number of chief of police as a city manager. And without question, Mark McNulty is the best that I've had the pleasure of working with. Your professionalism, the way you handle your department, the way you handle your agency, the way you handle your budget. It's a gold standard for small communities. Clearly, this is not the agency of San Angelo or an Abilene or even a Brownwood. But you've done an admirable job, and as a city manager who works with you on a daily basis, you're going to have, you've left a big hole for us to fill.
I appreciate it.
That's the biggest I think. Awesome. Anybody else? Couple?
We just appreciate what you've done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, awesome. And Wednesday, 4 to 6.
Wednesday, 5 to 6.
Mayor, from a city attorney standpoint, we certainly enjoyed Mark, and think he's done an excellent job. I know the judge thinks the same thing, and we've worked with the police department better than we ever have in a long time. So that's because of your leadership, Mark. We thank you.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, next agenda item, I'm going to ask a motion that we table it until we get more information on it. Just a little bit of the information was vague, so a motion to table to take action on Louis Phillips purchasing 6 lots of original block 23.
Make that motion, we table.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, thank you. All right, discuss and take action to approve a resolution for the annual Christmas and Olde Ballinger Parade. You should have that resolution in your packet as well.
Just asking permission once again to do our annual Christmas parade, November 26th at 11 a.m. Regular route, 6th and Railroad to Hutchings, down to 10th Street, back to Railroad, back down to 6th.
All right. Motion to accept and approve the resolution for the annual Christmas and Olde Ballinger Parade.
Make that motion.
Second?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, well, we were going to remove this from the table, but we're going to leave it on the table since Mr. Nixon was not able to be here due to family issues. So we just leave it?
Yes.
All right. All right, until approval of building permits, I believe you have 2 in your packet. Cody and Roxanne Bowman and Janine Bonnet, is that right? Bonnet, my name. Nobody said anything.
Corey, you got anything you want to add on this?
I think they should both be good. Did you say Sam, did you say the Bowman? Is that
Yes.
the backyard?
Yes, I believe that's going to be in the backyard.
So there shouldn't be any issues there. And then the other one is remodel inside.
Internal, okay. Awesome.
We may have to scrutinize Roxanne's application a little bit.
Just because?
I think if they're gonna do an outdoor fireplace, maybe there's some cooking going on, and
Oh, there's a good one.
I think Cody should probably let us sample before we do. You know,
Well, he's got to get a bill before we can sell.
you are a chicken and egg.
I apologize. Motion to accept building permits as presented, please.
Motion.
Second?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, here the city administrator's bi-weekly report, please.
Okay, I'll start off with street paving. Since we last met, we did Pew, Eubanks, Sargent, and what was the other one? Sharp. From Broadway back down to 8th Street. Cost was about $25,000 for that entire project. And so we are keeping our costs down. There's been some concerns. I've been approached a number of times about the costs of the street paving, and we are certainly doing this within our budget constraints. If there wasn't any budget constraints, Scotty Watkins would be doing more. So that's what he wants to do. But we ended up paving just under 2 miles of street in the city limits this summer. We are effectively done with street paving until April-ish. But that doesn't mean we're not doing anything. For example, Scott Watkins let me know this morning, he has negotiated a great price on rock, and we're going to go start picking up rock from Uvalde tomorrow. We got it at 30 cents a ton, $30 a ton last year, and now we're getting it for $20 a ton in Uvalde. And so I said, you keep going until we run out of gas. We're going to stockpile rock out by the old Carter, is it Carter? Carver? Or by the old Carver School. And we'll start working on some prioritizing some things. I can tell you one of the streets we're going to be working on is the Park Road that comes down from Bobo, where Bobo's house is. It goes down along Elm Creek. We will be doing that one. We will be doing probably the outer loop of the park as well. We're about to lose that entire street if we don't do something to it. So I know that one's going to get done. And then we have a number of others. I've had a number of citizens call me and ask me when can I get on the list. And so I think that's a good thing. I send them to Bonita. Bonita likes them, they get on the list. Bonita doesn't like them, they don't get on the list.
Pick a number.
Yeah, odd demons, get it. Our garbage, as you know, we notified the public a couple of months ago that we were going to non-renew our current existing contract. And just to be clear, and for the record, and just so there's no misunderstanding, that's not saying that we will not renew with Republic, but we will send out for a request for proposal. I'm a firm believer if we do competition, especially in this market, we will get the best price and we will get the best deal. And so I'll be developing an RFP over the next 30 to 45 days for your consideration to send out. I would like to have a decision made somewhere around February or March on who this is going to be, so that it gives us enough time to transition out of one supplier and into another one, if that's the case. If it's not, then we just simply continue with operations as forward. Water. The meter project is progressing. Roughly 95%, maybe closer than that now, of all meters have been installed. There's a few 1.5 and 2 inch meters that we're going to go put in this week. Today, the contractor is out there hooking up the antenna, for lack of a better term. And so, Corey, correct me if I'm wrong, hopefully we'll be able to start pulling codes. We can probably pull codes now, we just can't get them into the system.
Well, they've got to do some more work, AT&T, make something up, but by Tuesday, they're supposed to have it set up.
Okay, by tomorrow, correct?
Should be coming.
And so we are hopeful that we will finally be able to read all the meters by the 15th. If not, we will for sure have it done by December the 15th. And so we've only paid one invoice on this project. I am not paying until Corey is satisfied. I'm not paying until Bonita is satisfied and the ladies up front. And so we're going to make sure everybody's happy with this system before we sign off on it financially. The lake, I have good news. The new lake will be going over the spillway sometime tomorrow. We have released the old lake. The old lake is full, the valve is open, and is flowing into the new lake. We will then be releasing water out of the spillway at the new lake sometime tomorrow. Effectively, we have 2 full lakes sitting in November. That is about as good of a spot as you can possibly ask for going into the winter time. The lakes have been recharged, so any sort of precipitation we get in the springtime will have us set up very, very well for the summer. Our consumption is already starting to go down. People are just simply not wanting to the yard anymore, not because of prices, but just because it's November. And so we are in a good spot. This is the best spot the city's been in at least 10 years, according to Randy Abbott. And so we have an abundance of water available for us. And the 2 lakes combined with Ivy, we are in pretty good shape, water-wise. And I give that all credit to Chief McNulty, because when the lakes go dry, he won't be here to take all the blame. And so, finally, my schedule, is just for everybody else who's interested. There's the COG's 50th birthday party celebration anniversary is tomorrow. I'm going,
Wednesday.
I keep saying tomorrow. Yes, I got tomorrow, I got something else on there. Okay, it's Wednesday. Darlene, Jolene, Bonita, and myself are going to meet with, to go to the celebration. Tomorrow is election day, and we're gonna be at polling locations, is that correct, Bo?
Yes.
All right, so they will be voting in this very room tomorrow. They'll be setting up tonight.
This afternoon.
This afternoon, okay. And so we got that. TxDOT and Texas Pacifico Railroad will be out doing an inspection on 10th Street to look at putting up a gate along 10th Street. And I believe we're going to try to have one put up on Broadway, although that's more TxDOT than it is the city. And so we will be doing that. I have a number of issues that I'm wanting to email the district engineer about as far as gates, lights, and usage along Hutchings Avenue. And so there's a number of things that some of the business community wants to do on Hutchings that we need to get permission to do. And there's a traffic light situation that we're going to have them explore in greater detail. Also, just a note, obviously Friday is Veterans Day, and so we will be closed. And we encourage all of our employees to do some sort of service project on Friday to just, show our appreciation for the military and what they do and the sacrifices they've made. And so we will be doing those things on Friday, but at the City Hall will be closed on that day.
Here's Veterans Day parade right on Saturday.
Friday.
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 It's Friday.
11 o'clock.
Friday.
11, you said?
Yeah.
There's a program at 10 at the courthouse.
Yeah.
They do a program at the memorial
And then for
and then parade.
And that is that. Any questions on my report? Anything that you need to discuss any questions I can answer, I should say?
What time on Wednesday?
Leaving?
Mhm.
Is it 10 or is it 10:30?
I can't remember.
Just plan on leaving here at 9. That's a good one. Oh, at some point this week I will be meeting with USDA. And so I may be scheduling that meeting in when I'm up in that one. So.
All right, anything else?
Okay.
All right. Here, requests for future agenda items from city council, please.
I did have a lady comment on the way up there to the meeting.
Mhm.
She said she's having an issue with the streets. She lives on 706 16th Street, I believe. She rebuilt it up and water is running all inside to her where she can even get out.
706 16th?
Yeah. So she can't even get out of her car without.
Is that on the city side of 16?
That's what.
Okay.
And I don't know if we could do anything about that, but.
I'll send Scotty out there.
It's like a
Can you
little
send me
lake.
that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll do is, I'll send
I
Scotty out.
think we built up 16th Street and it's running off to her yard and.
Just as a matter of record, and I'm not saying we're not going to do anything, I just want to be clear about it. The county has this perception, whether it's false or accurate, we tend to think it's false, that half the street belongs to the city, and the other half belongs to the county. And so it's not a paved street, so sometimes they build that up, sometimes they do not. But clearly, regardless if it's on what side it's on, it's a problem we'll fix.
Okay.
And we'll take care of it. The county, they want to help us out, they can, but we'll take care of it.
That's all I have.
Do you have anything? Okay. One other quick thing, I've received a number of text messages about the smoker on 8th Street in front of the Texas venue. We have basically rechecked the research that we did a number of months ago on that issue. I will probably bring something to y'all's attention on November 21st to basically just do a thumbs up or a thumbs down on that. I can tell you right now, it does not violate any code. It doesn't violate the fire code. It does not violate any code that we have in our books as of November 7th. And so it's become a political football somewhat with me. And I really think that's just a decision council just needs to make a firm decision on and then go with it. So I will just keep y'all heads up. It may be the 21st, we may do it first in December. Just kind of depends on what kind of research Brent and I can get accomplished and get to y'all.
Okay, right. All right, motion to adjourn.
I make that motion, we adjourn.
Second. All in favor, say aye.